Now, welcome to a special Marvel ramble, I guess. And for those looking for some Andor news or discussion on the new episode, that will be coming over on the other channel first. And then tomorrow we will do kind of the Let's Talk Some Andor, where we respond to the comments. But to give you the very brief review of it, it was good.
Yes.
And now on to, I think, what everybody in the world or on the internet is talking about. That being Wolverine in Deadpool 3. We had to talk about it. I mean,
Hugh Jackman Wolverine.
I mean, we had to, everybody has to do a video on this, right? It felt like obligatory that we had to talk about it. So I know you've probably watched others, but let's give our take. Like, this is probably the coolest thing Marvel has done in ever.
Ever. I mean, we haven't seen these two and those characters together since X-Men Origins Wolverine.
No, we've never seen these characters together. What are you talking about? Deadpool wasn't in that.
You have to acknowledge that
I don't have to acknowledge anything.
It was Ryan Reynolds portraying a character that they named Deadpool.
No, I don't remember that. You sure you're thinking of something else, I think. But no, in all reality,
Didn't
yes.
all the First Class line and stuff, didn't that storyline wipe that one out?
I think so. Something should have wiped it out. The X-Men timeline is so messy that I don't know what is still happening and what hasn't happened anymore.
I loved how they did the announcement video. He's just like, hey, I'm going to talk to you guys about Deadpool 3 coming in.
Nothing.
Hey, Hugh, you want to be Wolverine one more time?
Yeah, sure, Ryan. No, that was perfect. That was the perfect... I mean,
it is.
That was the ultimate hype video right there. It was so... It didn't ruin anything other than the fact that, Hugh Jackman is coming back again. And he's like mid-50s now, isn't he? He's getting... It's got to be rough to be that age and to get jacked.
Well, his name is Huge Jacked Man.
Huge Jacked Man, yeah. I mean, I don't know if he's going to go all in like he has in the past, but either way, it's going to be amazing to see him back again.
You know what's great is they're probably working out together. Because those two are like real life
They
bros.
are like real life buddies. They're so
great.
hilarious. That's why this is exciting. It's not just Deadpool and Wolverine, arguably two of the biggest Marvel characters there ever has been. It's Ryan Reynolds and Hugh Jackman. I mean, you could just you could just call it, Hugh and Ryan, and people would watch it.
They really would.
Yeah.
I mean, they've had such an interesting friendship throughout the years. I mean, we know Ryan Reynolds is the aviation gin master.
I like that he drinks some gin in the...
Yes. And Hugh Jackman was the Laughing Man Coffee, and they had a challenge at one time to do commercials for each other, and they watched the one Ryan Reynolds made first, and he made this beautiful commercial for this coffee. And then he was like, I thought this was kind of a joke, and he showed up and he knocked over a bottle of
that was just how it was, just let it drop, fall on the floor.
No, but they have such a great chemistry.
Amazing chemistry.
And friendship. It's real.
Yes.
So I can't wait to see what they do.
Yeah. I'm going to imagine it's going to be called Deadpool versus Wolverine. I mean, just embrace the whole thing.
It's going to be called Deadpool 3.
I could see that being an actual argument in the movie itself, a third wall break or a fourth wall break at some point. That it's like, I wanted to call this, this should be called Deadpool 3, but since he's in it, we had to call it this. The executives and all that.
It'll actually be called Wolverine and Deadpool.
Or just call it Wolverine.
Wolverine +1.
Something, yeah. I got to imagine they're going to get creative with the title. It's not just going to be Deadpool 3. There'll be something creative, and they'll make mention of it in the film itself. I have to.
I hope they do some delving into the lore. I mean, part of Deadpool's powers and stuff come from the same-ish program that created Wolverine. That's why they both have such regenerative abilities.
Weapon X, yeah.
Yeah, they're both kind of Weapon Xers.
They got something in common.
Yeah.
But I mean, more on a serious kind of speculation note. I mean, I know there are people like, well, doesn't Wolverine die in Logan? Yes, but as they kind of said in the second little clip, which I hope is one of many to come to fill this next 2 years of anticipation and waiting.
One every day for 2 years.
Well, I mean, even every couple months, just a little reminder, not that anybody's going to forget, but it was interesting that they're like, yeah, doesn't that take place? And, doesn't Logan die, actually? Well, that's in 2029, and this is a different time.
Right, they haven't told us what time this is going to be set in. How long after Deadpool 2 will this take place?
Also, this is MCU, so you have to explain that, which they jokingly said they were about to, and then we had Jitterbug, yeah.
Yeah, and then they talked about how much they loved Kevin Feige.
Yes, because
if the Jitterbug song is not in this movie, I will be disappointed.
It might not be.
It probably will be.
Probably will be. This should be.
This is a Deadpool. It's also a question of what suits will they be in. In the first little preview thing, he was wearing his the gray X-Force type suit. I know he was wearing. It made it seem like it was taking place right after Deadpool 2, where his suit got covered in ash. So I'm like, wait, maybe they're gonna go X-Force, because Wolverine was on X-Force, which means he could be wearing his gray X-Force
They did go
suit.
X-Force in the last movie, yeah, but I mean, maybe a more, I don't want to say serious, because it's going to be Deadpool, and it's not going to be entirely serious, but a more serious X-Force approach, where the team will actually do something, not just all get killed immediately.
What are you talking about? Domino made it.
Well, yeah, but that's Domino.
I really liked how they portrayed her powers. That's
yes,
off topic.
I think totally off topic, but no, they did a good job with Domino. Just random stupid luck, yes.
And how much of Wolverine's actual costume will be? Could they finally go full Wolverine costume? Put the mask with the wings.
I don't know about that.
I want to see the full
yellow and blue spandex. I still love that joke from the first X-Men movie. But, what did you expect? Yellow and blue spandex? And he's like,
yellow spandex.
Yeah.
Because Deadpool's suit is comic accurate, so I would expect no less for Wolverine.
There's no way that they will ever.
What
as a joke.
What if his suit gets damaged and he's like, "Hey, you can wear this one."
Yeah, as a joke, I could see him at some point being in that. Yeah, but I mean, that could be something that would be expected. I think.
Are they going to be fighting each other? Who's the villain?
Yes, they're going to fight each other. Come on, we know the formula. They'll start fighting each other. A bigger threat emerges. They fight bigger threat and. No, they shake hands and go their separate ways.
No, they break the mold. They're not going to do that.
You think it's flat out Deadpool versus Wolverine?
I think Deadpool's going to wander into the X-Mansion and be like, "Hey, we got work to do," or something. And he's going to come up with some cockamamie excuse to pull
I'm glad you're not writing this, but
hey, I have 2 years to write a story, so.
No, I could see it being.
I don't want it to be the traditional. Let's fight against each other, and now we team up. I want it to be.
Well, I don't know that it'll be. We'll fight against. I mean, I think Wolverine's not going to like Deadpool at first, right? We know
nobody seems to.
We know, yeah. I mean, we know Deadpool is aware of Wolverine, kind of both in and out of universe in the Deadpool films. He makes reference to him, so
maybe Colossus will vouch for him.
Maybe. I mean, I mean, you also have the question: will we have anything else X-Men in the MCU to set that stage? I mean, could this be the first X-Men movie in the MCU? Is Deadpool? Would they really have Deadpool do something weird that brings the X-Men into the MCU? I mean, could that be?
I mean, they're starting to sneak the mutants in. They've implied that Kamala Khan is now the first mutant and Namor is the second. Because they have announced that Namor is going to be a mutant.
Which is
appropriate. I'm really curious. He needed to be the first one before Kamala Khan because Namor was the first mutant.
Yeah, Namor's been around for 80 years.
He looks good for his age.
Well, yeah. But no, I mean, I'm curious to see how this will fit into the MCU. I mean, that's not what I'm like, I want to see out of it. Don't get me wrong. I'm like, well, I hope this is really accurate and does No, I want to see Deadpool and Wolverine. I want to see Hugh and Ryan. But I am still curious how this fits into the MCU.
There is an older cartoon animated special type thing they made. There was a Hulk versus Wolverine, and Deadpool is in it.
Yeah,
that's what I want to see. It was hilarious. Anyone who hasn't seen it, you should find it somewhere. Check it out. Hulk versus Wolverine. Deadpool is in there. He's kind of against them, but it's great.
Yes.
I mean, it's the Deadpool you know and love, the one Ryan Reynolds portrays so well.
Yeah, that's the funny thing. Both of these characters and actors are like they're meant to be. It's another one of the problems I think having the X-Men going forward in the MCU is how do you replace Hugh Jackman?
Hey, maybe Celine Dion will write them a new song together.
Maybe.
I don't know. She got pretty fed up with him the last time.
Well, yeah, as a joke, I'm sure. But no, I mean, it is a curious question. What do you do with Wolverine in the... Because obviously when you bring the X-Men into the MCU, you're going to want to use Wolverine. I mean, he is probably the most popular
what if this
out of the X-Men. Maybe Professor X, I don't...
What if this is their last stint in a different part of the multiverse?
I mean, I get...
It's coming near the end of the... It's 2024. That's
I can't
when
wait for the multiverse to be
supposed to be getting the end of the wrappings up, I guess, of coming of the multiverse saga is supposed to be out in there. So maybe this is acknowledging that they are part of the MCU, but they're in the multiverse.
Yeah, I really hope the
And,
multiverse
yeah.
phase ends just going back to one universe. I didn't like it. I didn't like when they did the whole Secret Wars and the comics and the whole Battle World and all these weird things.
It ends with a portal where Deadpool jumps through into the 616 multiverse, and Wolverine gets left behind as the portal closes, and he's reaching his arm out, and then he's like, yeah, okay.
It's gonna be. I mean, I think the movie needs to end with Wolverine dying again, or maybe somehow into Logan the film, or somehow it has Deadpool watching Logan, and then he watches the death of Wolverine, and then he's like, well, now we're gonna need a new Logan in the MCU.
I don't know.
I mean, I think that would be the perfect post-credit scene. Let's have, Ryan Reynolds, Deadpool crying as he's watching the end of Logan, and he's like, well, now I got to go find a new Wolverine for the MCU or something stupid like that.
Yeah, I don't know.
That's my
he would do
prediction.
something weird.
But anyway, and speaking of the MCU, I think this is like our official announcement that we are going to start doing the MCU rankings.
And let us know in the comments. Do you want more of these little one-off MCU rambles about things
Well,
coming?
anything, yeah. I mean, this was meant to be a short video, and I think it's still gonna. I can't shut up, so it's probably going to be longer than intended. But no, we primarily want to talk about Star Wars. Don't get me wrong. I made this channel to talk about Star Wars games and collecting and just general Star Wars news and to make it more fun and lighthearted. So it's going to primarily remain Star Wars no matter what. But if there's other things you want us to talk about, if you want us to ramble about Marvel, I can certainly do that.
We already kind of do with the She-Hulk.
I know we do. We do cover it. I mean, we do review it.
I've been inching up the Marvel.
But no, I mean, we're open to do different. We love just, talking and interacting with everybody, and we just have so much fun on this channel. So if there's more you want out of us, we would be happy to do it. But we are going to start the MCU rankings back up, which I started on the other channel. They're going to move over here. It's going to be a tag team thing. But anyway, take to the comments below. Tell us what you think of Deadpool and Wolverine teaming up for a movie in 2 long years. And let's talk some Marvel. And until next time, thanks for watching.